Hello, Weijia here. I'm gonna share with you my experience in this module. First week, we got to experience the traditional animation making method. I think we can get more texture from the physical materials than the digital ones. And we can capture the motion of an object clearly with the onion skin. And it really developed the drawing skill too. Luckily, I got the chance to make an animation for jackfruit before actually making the animation. I did research on the jackfruit tree, the seed, the leaf, and the fruit to get inspirations. And through the process, I actually know what to do with the jackfruit. The sound workshop is like doing experiment in a laboratory. I use the thing around me to make sound with them, and surprisingly, they all have really different sounds. And after editing them, they have specific atmosphere that I want. This experiment really helps with the future animation making because we all need to have soundtracks to the animation. The stop motion animation. This inspired me that we can capture the motion of an object that moves itself. And the 3D workshop, I was shocked that we can actually match our own motion with the character we make. I think I improved my editing skills through the found footage editing. I play around with a bit green screen and match the visual part that has the similar style. And in future animation making, I always need to edit things, so it always has an idea of making the whole thing quite in a unified style. So this is the final task. Actually, I got the idea on a train. I was quite bored and looking at my own reflection from my ring, and seeing how it's stretched and moves is quite funny. My face. Um, this is the final animation I make. So here comes the final animation. I actually got the idea in a train when I was really bored and looking at my own reflections through my ring, and seeing how my reflection was stretched and moves. It's quite funny, so I want to use this idea. I created a storyboard about a story of a boy growing up with his ring and then he lost it, but at last he found it in a antique shop. But I think it's too much for a 40-second film, so I cut out some complicated parts and just make the story a boy growing up with his ring and he can see his reflection through the ring. So the ring is kind of like a witness of his life. And this is the character I designed for the animation. I want to keep it simple but still has his own features, so I add a birthmark on his hand so you can all recognize him. And I play a bit with stop motion animation. And on the right here, I think this one didn't match with my whole animation, so I didn't use it. And for the sound, actually at the beginning I was quite struggled about if I want to use music or not. But then I got inspired by Atsushi Wada. He's an animation maker, and he didn't use many music or dramatic sounds in his work, but his work is always have that kind of mysterious atmosphere to it, which I like. So I decided to make the sound by myself. And let's check it out.